Good morning, and thanks for joining us on the midweek edition of TVC Breakfast. I am Veronica Dan Ikoy. I'm not here alone. I have Mike Okwache. Mike, it's a good morning.
It's a good morning. It's another day. Good to be here. Good
Absolutely,
morning.
and it's good to know that the aviation workers have called off their strike, although they are warning the government that if their demands are not met, they will have a full-blown strike. The NCAA waded into the matter, and that is a good thing for those who will be traveling moving forward from today, hoping that government would attend to their demands. But then some interesting developments. We got wind that some 8 female students who were kidnapped April the 3rd in Kaduna from Awon, Government Secondary School, Awon, escaped from their abductors. They were said to be around, the abductors had kept them around the borders between Kaduna and Niger. And so they were able to escape and found themselves at a particular location where the state government was eventually alerted and, help came for them from the state government. It's some interesting and good news this morning.
Yes, the point there is good news that they escaped. But if those students tell you what they went through
for almost 14 days,
walking in the forest for days before they got, they were able to get to alert the authorities one way or the other, and the information got to the governor, and then they had to get the military to evacuate them to somewhere safe. If they tell you that experience, the fear, the hunger, everything they have gone through in the forest is going to be a harrowing one.
Absolutely.
But the point there is, it tells you too that where the terrain where these bandits or terrorists, as the case may be, or kidnappers, capture people and keep, it's just somewhere within those bushes where...
Ungoverned spaces.
Well, a lot of people talked about ungoverned spaces. But however, as far as we're concerned, there shouldn't be any territory or space within the country where it is ungoverned in the context of not knowing what happens there.
Yeah.
Right? So it tells you that all these spaces are spaces that we're supposed to have an idea of what the whole place is. Now, the national population census that is taking place now has enumerated every portion of this country into small, governable portions where people reside, and then they know where people don't reside, and so on. And then they have whatever satellite and digital, whatever, that's able to demarcate every portion of the country. So if we use technology to map out the entire country, the entire space, because we know where our boundaries are. So within the boundary, which is the territorial space of Nigeria, we should be able to map out every single space to know what happens at whatever point, anytime the security people want to check using whatever gadgets that they have. So the issue of people being kidnapped and then they're looking for them and searching for them and they can't find them and so on, it baffles Nigerians why this happens, why this should be happening in the 21st century. And, well, kudos to the girls for their courage, for their resilience, and for the energy they exerted in ensuring that they escaped. Because some persons, out of fear of what will happen, because if you're kidnapped and then you're trying to escape, and the kidnappers discover that you're trying to escape and trying to recapture you,
in the process.
Some can be killed. Yeah. And in fact, from the report, we got to know that the kidnappers were roaming the forests, looking for them to recapture them. But somehow, they couldn't find them. So it tells you that the girls, in fact, the girls, not only the courage, they were able to use some intelligence, they were able to deploy intelligence to navigate the forest they didn't have an idea of for days, which means night and day they were navigating through the forest to keep themselves safe, and they were together. So it tells that the government has to, one way or the other, even compensate them, and then have a way of making them go through some counseling process,
They are doing
and
that
so on.
right
That
now.
is
They are
happening
being
now in the military.
as it is now.
Which is a good thing.
Yes, to help them, relieve themselves of all of the trauma.
The trauma, exactly.
They would have gone through in the hands of their abductors, because as women, so many things happen. But in spite of that, they were still able to summon the courage to say, you know what, we are going to leave this place. And it's good to see the power in unity, where all of them left to ensure that they come out safe at the end of the day. Congratulations to their parents who will be receiving their children anytime soon. Much more has to be done when it comes to securing schools, because I recall speaking with our correspondent in Kaduna State at some point, and he said that some schools are even still shut as we speak because of this matter of students being kidnapped around that area. But